In this one, British teens are being sent to Somalia to avoid knife crimes over the fear of them getting into gang violence at home in Britain. Even a grocery store chain has stopped selling knives. Would you go to Uganda to avoid knife violence?
Would
No.
I go? Would I go to Uganda to avoid knife violence?
Yes.
My brother, if we go to Uganda, that is what we grew up on. We always have knives and spears in here, my brother. So no matter what, we are gonna get poked to death here. If not, the worst comes to worst, we get fucking crashed by crashers. So no, I would not go to Uganda. I would probably go somewhere, maybe up north, like probably like Norway or Sweden, because they do not have weapons like that. So I would probably go up that way if I did not want to get myself killed.
Anybody else? Would you go to Uganda to avoid knife violence?
I feel like there's already quite a bit of knife and blade violence here, so yeah, somewhere else would be better.
Why do you look at
Yes,
another way?
I mean the fucking Sweekas carry around knives for God's sakes. They are fucking brutal here.
Oh my
They
goodness.
grow up and don't even respect their mamas and papas. They will kill anyone in sight nowadays. They shoot up so many schools nowadays that it's hard to count.
Oh, then you're gonna love the third question.
Oh yes.
But back to this one. Why do you think Britain has a knife problem?
Why Britain has a knife problem? I think,
Because the kids have guns.
yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like that situation, like the old great Baba Kumbe said that if you take our guns away, we will stab you to death. If you take our knives away, we'll throw the rocks and sticks at you. So I think with that situation, I think that that is why they have a lot of crime with the knives, because the gun policy out there is probably is more restricted than like how it is in America, yeah. So I think that the knife situation over there is getting worse because people probably can't get their hands on guns, so they're like, fuck it, I'll slit the guy's jugular in half and just kill him that way instead of putting a bullet in his head, yeah.
That's pretty savage, but
Do
that's
they take
probably
away their
true.
butter knives too?
Butter knives? Can you stab someone
Oh,
with a butter
no.
knife?
Yeah, I'm sure you could stab it through their fucking eye.
That is true.
But yeah, I think that's the reason why, though. I think it's because I think their police don't even carry guns, if I'm right.
Yeah, they just
So
carry
I
batons, I think.
No, no,
Because of
no.
pepper spray.
Yeah, so yeah, that's probably why then. So if guns are restricted that bad, then that's probably why their knife rate is all the way up, is because they can't have any guns. So if they can't shoot each other, then they will stab each other.
It is what the kids call Super Smash Bros. Melee, but in a real life.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
They will fucking uppercut you with the fucking Bowie knife and send your ass on the top of the world, my brother.
So, with many terrorist incidents in Somalia, why send the kids back there?
Oh my god. Why are they sending them back there?
They're saying to avoid the gang violence and the knife violence.
So they're sending them back to a place that has a bunch of ISIS groups?
Pretty much.
The fuck?
That makes no sense, my
See,
brother.
this is why
Oh,
I don't get this, my brother. How in the
Somebody
fuck?
has the poopy
how-
brain.
Yeah, and how in the fuck are we the most dominant species on this earth? We were supposed to be the smartest creatures on this earth, but then we do dumb shit like that. That is stupid. ISIS is long gone, and it is fucking a joke. Yeah, they're not even really a big deal now, and they're gonna fucking give them more power by giving these kids so that they can fucking kill each other and kill everyone in their fucking families. That is stupid. I should spit on whoever thinks about doing that to their own kids.
Yeah, I
Yes,
thought this was
they
fake
should.
news at first, but apparently these mothers are sending their kids to Somalia.
Well, then their mothers should have fucking swallowed their kids instead of breeding them. Because that is ridiculous.
Oh, man.
Because, like, I don't get it. I don't see, like, our parents ever sending us that way, because they know how ISIS is. And if they had any knowledge that we were going to be around people like that, if they had fucking common sense, they wouldn't have sent us out there. So obviously these mothers that are doing it, shame on them. Poison their food and smack them around and show them that they do not know the way.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, so the next one might get people riled up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Alright, so this was another weird story. But apparently it's true. So, the elderly are mad. They're dying, and they're dying literally, to see the Mueller report. In one case, a veteran's dying last words were, "Shit, I'm not going to see the Mueller report." Another elderly person with a career expressed disappointment that he may not see what he calls justice. When do you think the Mueller report will be finished, and what do you think the result will be?
Are you saying the Mueller report or the Mueller report?
Oh yeah, the Mueller. Sorry, I said the mother.
Oh my goodness.
That
You
was
had me
getting
confused.
my Buddha.
No, basically
Confucian.
the elderly, they're dying before they get to see the end of the Mueller report.
Well, shit.
I think the Mueller report is a bunch of caca-doo-doo. If you want
Yeah.
to go and see I think the climate change in the political spectrum will continue to go as long as they can, but I'm sorry, my screen is spazzing out.
It's okay.
My bruta. The Russian hackers are hacking his shit.
I wanted
The
to
Illuminati.
say, I wanted to say maybe it would be a shame for them to die off, because old people are the best. They are the wise, and sometimes they are all-knowing. But it is a shame if they won't be able to see the end of the case because of how long the political people want to drag out the thing for money, possibly. I don't know, but it would be a shame to see old people who have so much wisdom die off when they could be teaching the young people the good ways.
Yeah, that's true. He's spot on. That was very spot on, Bruta.
But what would you think, like, what do you call it? How should I phrase this? So, what would you think if your grandparents or your parents' last words were, "I want to see the Mueller report," instead of something more, wholesome?
Yeah,
If I love you.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, I would hope they would say that I am proud of you, Reverend. You know what to do or what you choose to do in life, regardless of what you are, who you become. They would
Yeah.
be proud
Ask
of your
to see the
grandchild.
Mueller report, then their brain is already gone.
But if they all they care about the Mueller report, my Buddha, then their brain is already long gone, my Buddha.
I mean, I can see it. I can see that happening. I can already see my mama on her deathbed, and then her last words would be like, "Take the fucking dog out, or put your fucking underwear away."
Go in there, Mr. Slayer.
Alright, I'll read it one more time. Alright, so 11-year-old is arrested after shooting his dad over the fact he wanted an Xbox PC and a PlayStation 4. The kid said to the police there would be a part 2 if he didn't get them. Also not mentioned in the original
Jesus.
article, he tased his family dog and had left the gun out in the, what do you call it? Shoot, I didn't write it down here, but he dropped the gun somewhere and was caught with a BB gun and a taser going up to his dad's room. 6 months ago, the kid also had a battery charge on the 8-year-old's neighbor's daughter. Do you think this kid will grow up to be the next serial killer?
Yes.
I think that kid will
Wait.
grow up in prison.
This kid will grow up to be the next psychopath on an American Psycho.
Yes. Yeah, I think the kid's got issues, and that's the thing about, not to sound like an old piece of shit, but that is what's wrong with the young kids now these days, They expect to have everything in their fucking hands because their family spoiled them in the beginning, and then now they expect to get all that shit. You know what my mom would tell me? She would tell me to go get a fucking job. Or is it my birthday? No. Is it Christmas? No. Then you can fucking wait. So I think that kid needed some parental beat down, you know what I mean? Not physically and beat the fuck out of him, but like mentally maybe a little bit, so to fucking understand that, like, hey, sometimes in life you can't always get what you want. You got to work for it, or you just fucking somehow to wait and to get it somehow. But you cannot expect to get everything in hand like that. So I think the kid is, he's got to have it. He has his own issues, but I think the parents that raised him, shame on them. Shame on them, because they probably spoiled them terribly, and now that kid expects to do everything and wants everything. So that is not the way, my brother.
Oh.
I say I say send him to camp. Send him to the camp, like Dr. Phil
Send him
does
to
to
the
all
ranch.
his. Yes, the ranch. Yes, yes. Send him to the ranch, like Dr. Phil does. So, but I think the kid that you know, he it's sorry to see and hear that he is like that, but I think that you know, he needed something in his life to like know that he has to wait. That's why I wish that you know, and the thing is, the parents can't do anything about it because, you know, like back then, like, you know, when my mom brought the belt out, you know, someone's getting their ass kicked.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
fucking hid.
Same here.
So like, but nowadays you bring a belt that CPS is showing up at your goddamn doorstep, and like, you know, when my mom brought the belt out, you know, someone's getting their ass kicked, and you fucking hid. So like, but nowadays you bring a
Whoa. What the hell?
fucked. So I
Wait,
I just think it's great.
Wait, I'm like lagging out completely. Whoa, what the fuck?
Things in life you can't always have and get.
Wait.
What's going on with Mr. Slayer?
I don't know what's going on. I can't move.
What is going on with Mr. Slayer?
Yeah,
No, the Russian
I
hackers.
lagged
They
out
are.
a
I am
bit. I
sp-
think he is too. Are you okay, Mr. Slayer?
I can hear you, but I don't know what's going on.
Russian hackers. They are. I am spitting too much truth.
Mr. Slayer.
They are coming to my doorstep now. What is going on?
Oh my god.
Mr. Slayer, they are taking over your computer.
They are.
I am spit.
Somebody playing animations or something?
Computer. Doorstep now.
Well, is this the end of the interview then? I think
Taking over your.
What is going on?
That's why I said I blocked a lot of people.
Who's this guy next to us?
I
A
think
nice little long silence for Mr. Slayer's PC.
I think I might be able to continue. I just can't see you guys, and I'm spinning in
See, why you
circles.
guys like me?
He's still with-
See, why you guys like?
yeah, I'm still here.
Is Matthew still here? Gigs or... Is Matthew still here? Gigs Norwegian fucking computer's gonna die. Why are you guys...